Discuss about the various gas laws. They are Boyle's law, Charles' law, Gay-Lussac's law, and Avogadro's law. First, we will discuss the properties of gases. Gases have no definite shape and volume. They occupy the shape of the container in which they are filled. Gases are highly compressible. That means on increasing the pressure, the volume of gases decreases. The gases exert equal pressure in all directions, and the gaseous atoms and molecules are in constant rapid motion, which results in pressure of the gas. The gases intermix equally and completely in all proportions without any mechanical aid. Gases have a lower density than solids and liquids. The Boyle's law describes the pressure-volume relationship. According to Boyle's law, the volume of a fixed mass of gas varies inversely with pressure at a constant temperature. Plotting the values of volume versus pressure for a gas at constant temperature gives the curve as shown in the figure. In simple words, when the pressure increases, volume decreases. Similarly, when the pressure decreases, the volume increases. Thus, the Boyle's law states that the pressure of a gas is inversely proportional to the volume. This law is valid as long as the temperature and amount of gas are constant. Mathematically expressing the Boyle's law, pressure is inversely proportional to volume at a constant temperature and number of moles. Introducing the proportionality constant, P equal to K by V, where K is called the proportionality constant. Rearranging the equation, we get PV equal to K, which implies that at a constant temperature and number of moles, the product of pressure and volume is a constant. For example, if n moles of a gas A occupying the volume V1 at a pressure P1 expands to volume V2 at a pressure P2, then we can state that P1 V1 equal to P2 V2, which is a constant. If we draw a pressure versus volume graph, taking volume on the x-axis and pressure on the y-axis, we get a graph like this, describing that pressure is inversely proportional to volume. It is clear that when the pressure is high, the volume is less and vice versa. The curve that describes the mutual relationship between pressure and volume on a pressure versus volume diagram is called an isotherm. Similarly, if we plot a graph taking 1 by volume on the x-axis and pressure on the y-axis, we get a graph like this. In the examination point of view, these graphs will be given in the question paper and you will be asked to find and describe the law corresponding to these graphs. So whenever you see volume and pressure on x and y axis respectively, this will correspond to Boyle's law. A numerical problem based on Boyle's law. A balloon is filled with hydrogen at room temperature. It will burst if the pressure exceeds 0.2 bar. If at 1 bar pressure, the gas occupies 2.27 liter, up to what volume can the balloon be expanded? For solving these kind of questions, the values given in a single statement should be taken as P1 and P1, and the values given in the next statement should be taken as P2 and V2. It is given that at 1 bar pressure, the gas occupies 2.27 liter. So, P1 is 1 bar and V1 is 2.27 liter. Similarly, in the next statement it is given that it will burst if the pressure exceeds 0.2 bar. So, P2 is 0.2 bar and we are supposed to find what is V2. We know the relationship that P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. On rearranging the equation, we get V2 equal to P1 into V1 divided by P2. Substituting the values, we get V2 equal to 11.35 liter. The Charles law describes the volume-temperature relationship. Charles law states that the volume of a fixed mass of gas at a constant pressure varies directly with the Kelvin temperature. Gas volume and Kelvin temperature are directly proportional to each other at a constant pressure as shown in the figure. So according to Charles' law, at a constant pressure, volume is directly proportional to temperature. That is, when volume increases, temperature also increases. Similarly, when the volume decreases, temperature also decreases. So we can write V1 by T1 is equal to a constant called K, which is again equal to V2 by T2. So V1 by T1 equal to V2 by T2. This is the graph representing the Charles law, that is temperature versus volume. Since temperature is directly proportional to volume, we get straight line like this, showing the linear relationship between temperature and volume. Each line of the volume versus temperature graph of the Charles law is called isobar. Now we will solve a question related to Charles law. On a ship sailing in Pacific Ocean, where the temperature is 23.4 degrees Celsius, a balloon is filled with 2 liter air. What will be the volume of the balloon when the ship reaches Indian Ocean, where the temperature is 26.1 degrees Celsius? It is given that at 23.4 degrees Celsius, the volume is 2 liter. So, T1 is 23.4 degrees Celsius, which is equal to 296.4 Kelvin, and V1 is 2 liter. T2 is given that is 26.1 degrees Celsius, which is equal to 299.1 Kelvin, and we are supposed to find V2. From the Charles law, we know that V1 by T1 equal to V2 by T2. On rearranging the equation, we get V2 equal to V1 into T2 divided by T1. On substituting the values, we get the answer as 2.018 liter. The Avogadro's law states that equal volume of all gas at same temperature and pressure have the same number of molecules. For example, consider 1 liter of hydrogen gas and 1 liter of oxygen gas. According to Avogadro's law, at constant temperature and volume, both 1 liter of hydrogen gas and 1 liter of oxygen gas contains the same number of moles. Mathematically, Avogadro's law can be expressed as V is directly proportional to N, that is, volume is directly proportional to number of moles. Now, combining the Boyle's law, Charles law and Avogadro's law, we will derive the ideal gas equation. Boyle's law describes the relationship between volume and pressure. According to Boyle's law, volume is inversely proportional to pressure at constant temperature and number of moles. Charles law describes the relationship between volume and temperature. According to Charles law, volume is directly proportional to temperature at constant pressure and number of moles. Avogadro's law describes the relationship between volume and number of moles. According to Avogadro's law, at constant temperature and pressure, volume is directly proportional to number of moles. The ideal gas equation can be derived by combining these three equations. We get V is directly proportional to T into N by P. To remove the proportionality sign, we introduce a constant called universal gas constant R. So, V equal to R into T into N divided by P. On rearranging the equation, we get PV equal to nRT, where P is the pressure, V is the volume, N is the number of moles, R is a universal gas constant. Its value is 8.314 Joule, Kelvin inverse, mole inverse, and T is the temperature in Kelvin. Gay-Lussac's law describes the relationship between pressure and temperature. The law states that the pressure of a fixed mass of gas at a constant volume varies directly with the Kelvin temperature. The graph representing temperature versus pressure, it is evident that temperature of a gas is directly proportional to pressure. Mathematically, Gay-Lussac's law can be expressed as P is proportional to T. On removing the proportionality sign, we get P equal to K into T, where P is the pressure, T is the temperature, and K is the proportionality constant. The form of Gay-Lussac's law that can be applied directly to most pressure temperature gas problems is P1 by T1 equal to P2 by T2, where P1 and T1 represent the initial conditions and P2 and T2 represent another set of conditions. The summary of basic gas laws are given here. According to Boyle's law, P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. According to Charles' law, V1 by T1 equal to V2 by T2. According to Gay-Lussac's law, P1 by T1 equal to P2 by T2. According to Avogadro's law, V equal to K into N. Next, we will discuss about the combined gas law. The combined gas law combines the Gay-Lussac's law, Charles' law, and Boyle's law into one. If you are given any 5 of the variables, you can solve for the 6th. Thus, according to the combined gas law, P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 by T2. At 25 degrees Celsius and 760 mm of mercury pressure, a gas occupies 600 milliliter volume. What will be its pressure at a height where temperature is 10 degrees Celsius and the volume of the gas is 640 milliliter? The values given in the first statement are P1, V1 and T1. P1 is 760 mm of mercury, V1 is 600 ml and T1 is 298 Kelvin. V2 is 640 milliliter and T2 is 283 Kelvin, and we are supposed to find P2. According to the combined gas law, P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 by T2. On rearranging the equation, we get P2 equal to P1 into V1 into T2 divided by T1 into V2. Substituting the values, we get the answer as 676.6 mm of mercury. We will now derive a relationship between density and molar mass of the gaseous substance. The ideal gas equation is given by PV equal to nRT. On rearranging the equation, we get N by V equal to P divided by RT. We have studied in the first chapter that number of moles is given by mass divided by molar mass. So n can be replaced by small letter m divided by capital letter M. Thus we get m divided by capital letter M into V equal to P divided by R into T. On the left hand side, the term m by V, that is mass by volume, can be replaced by the term density d. So we get d divided by capital M equal to P divided by RT, where capital letter M denotes molar mass of the substance. On rearranging the equation, we get m equal to d R into T divided by P, where m is the molar mass, d is the density, R is the universal gas constant, T is temperature, and P is the pressure. The in-text questions and answers related to today's session are given in the next part of the video.